Contrary to popular belief, this is not just rap music. This is life. So I offer you right now, life. Life. For every little black child, this is life. Life. For every single parent, this is life. Life. For every brother behind bars, this is life. Hold your head.
What it is, what it do, what it ain't. What it is, UnMask'd podcast. What it do is gonna do what it do. What it ain't, this ain't nothing you wanna miss. Episode 53. So glad to still be here. You know who it is. It's your boy Trez, a.k.a. the Barbarian. 1/3 of UnMask'd. Across me, I got my boy P. What's going on with it, brother?
What's up, man? King to a God.
Big blessings.
Big blessings. Shout out to my man Spins. Y'all pray for Spins. He got a little something going on. We ain't gonna speak on it. We'll let him come back and speak on it. But God bless him.
Salute.
Look out for his family and all of that good stuff. Hey, man, it's been a we got a lot to cover, but we gonna save that till when Spins get back. I want to introduce everybody. We got a phenomenal guest tonight, man. Phenomenal guest. I've met this young lady through social media, and I've been intrigued by what she does, her artwork, the way she keeps going. Right. You know, a lot of times people look at things and want to devalue you, but her value is high, man. Her character is high from what I see from a distance.
Yes, indeed.
It's just someone, you know, when you see people, you just get an energy from them.
Right.
She's always walked in a certain light. Mm-hmm. And what really intrigued me about her, my dude, she's a Wu-Tang fan. How can you go wrong with that?
See, stop it.
No,
stop it.
She's
stop
a Wu-Tang fan. I got to keep going.
That's what you should have put that first for you.
No. I got to move a bit. So the other thing is, right, I want to, before we go further and I bring her in, I want to let people know, first things first, yesterday's price ain't today's price.
Oh, boy.
Second thing is, this ain't Marshall's, TJ Maxx, Walmart. You not going to find what we about to present to you there. All right? Introducing the wonderful, the phenomenal Miss Lauren Luna. How you doing tonight?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. Glad to have you on. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you for being here.
Lauren, tell us a little bit about you.
Well, first I want to say Wu-Tang forever. That part.
Forever and ever.
Forever. And so I'm originally from Columbus, Ohio. And when I graduated from Kent State University with my bachelor's in fine arts, I moved to New York in pursuit of the Wu.
There it is.
Yeah. Not really, but kind of.
I get it.
But kind of, yeah.
Shylin.
I'm telling you. Oh, okay. So real quick. So my school gave us undergrads credit if we would go to New York, go to the shows, whatever. So I went, but my purpose was not to go to the art shows. My purpose was to go to Shaolin and go find me one of them. And and I actually ran into RZA, U-God, and I think that was it. But then I saw them in concert, about 4 or 5 times too. So that counts too.
As well.
But,
yeah.
Right. So I moved to New York, had my son who's now 19, driving me nuts. And then I moved back home to Ohio and started teaching special ed when I was in New York, and it continued when I moved back home to Ohio. And then after living in New York, I couldn't stay there any longer, or I couldn't stay in Ohio any longer, just after experiencing diversity and all the things that is New York.
Right.
And so I got to thinking about where to move, where I could be a full-time artist. And through a series of elimination, it brought me to Houston being the proper place for me to be. And it's just shot off from there.
Wow.
Shout out H-Town.
Yeah, shout out H-Town.
For sure.
Yeah. So real quick before we get into your business and your art, it's a couple things, because I saw a little video of you, and I think it was your girls rocking out to the halftime of the Super Bowl, which was great for everybody. I was waiting to see if I could see you doing the Mary dance.
Oh no.
Silk Ball's amazing.
I was the one I was a camera person.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you. And one more thing tonight, everybody. We're not gonna have many join tonight, but this is gonna replay. But I'm sure we got some people that's watching Anthony Hamilton and Music Soul Child. Who you got on that on the versus battle?
Neither one of them are my favorites. So can I just say it's a tie?
Okay, Trez, what about you?
You know, it's really going to be about the songs that they perform. To be honest with you, going off of the catalog, I'm a huge Anthony Hamilton fan. Music Soul Child got some hits though.
Music's about to murder this dude.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Because the song is about the song selection.
Yeah, he's about to murder this.
It's about the song selection.
Wow. So Lauren, back to you and your business and being an artist. Tell me a little bit about when you fell in love with painting and being an artist.
Well, I like to say that I was painting in utero. So I was cave painting inside my mom.
Okay.
So, when I came out, I just kept on going. I've literally been painting and doing artsy stuff my entire life. So it was just a pathway that I decided for sure when I was about 9, and it's just been onward and upward since then. So in life, you always have tons and tons of decisions that you have to make.
Mm-hmm.
The large majority of my decisions have always been based upon what is going to get me to the ultimate goal of, honestly, where I am today.
Gotcha.
And that's being a full-time professional artist.
Right. Nice. Being that, tell me, what has probably been one of the hardest obstacles that you've had to overcome to become a full-time artist and lead the corporate America on?
Well, I was a teacher for 20 years. And that was really more so of just kind of something that allotted me the ability to be a single mom at the same time. So
Right.
I had summers off with my son and vacations off with my son, and still able to work as he got older, work towards the goal of becoming a full-time artist.
Right.
Because there were many, many years that I balanced both. And then as I hate to say notoriety, but my name, my reputation started to rise here in Houston. It got to the point that I just kind of was like, I don't really think that I need this day job anymore.
Right.
And then, the powers that be made it so I didn't have that day job anymore. And so it was full steam ahead. And then pandemic.
Yes.
So, and I'll tell you what, that was the true test of everything, because where I had all these different gigs lined up and art festivals and commissions, and even McDonald's was knocking on my door to do commissions.
Really?
Everything fell through because of the freaking pandemic.
Right.
And so, I kind of had to I had my moment,
Mm-hmm.
and then I had to think about, okay, you've worked toward this your entire life. You have been thrown to the wolves for sure.
Right.
So what are we going to do about this situation? And that's when I started having, the art classes online through Facebook Live.
Mm-hmm.
And then from that, it kind of morphed into, well, I have all these materials for these face-to-face parties. Why don't I sell them? So then I started, combining the easels and the palettes and the paint and the brushes and everything that you would need to have this painting party in your house.
Right.
And
Got
then people would book me, and I would do Zoom with 20 plus people, teaching them paintings all at the same time. And you just have to, have that initiative, because that's, to answer your question, one of the hardest things is always trying to find your own pathway, because it's not like a typical career where everything is kind of lined out for you. You have to find your own pathway.
Right. And I'll give you credit for that, because, again, silently watching your journey, right? When I first was brought into your world, I saw where you were, I guess, painting shoes, let's say women's pumps. You
Mhm.
also were converting the art that you paint into like sofa pillows. I'm a man, so I don't know the right term, but the sofa pillows, you know what I'm
Throw
saying?
pillows.
Row pillows? Throw pillows. Yeah,
Okay.
throw pillows. Okay. And also shower curtains and all of that.
Yeah.
And to my knowledge, again, I think that you've moved way past that. I think one of the lives that I've seen, the one that really caught my attention is when you did a live and you painted, I want to say it was Prince.
Oh, yeah, that was
Yeah,
a few
you
years
did a
back.
painting of Prince live, and that was phenomenal. But I want to go back a little bit, and if you can, share with us what your first painting, and what type of that you sold, right? And how much energy that gave you. What was there fear of selling it, or how did that first sale come about?
Okay, so I'm gonna go to professional sale because remember I told you I've been doing this since I was like 9, and
Right.
I'm getting older, so I don't remember those days.
Okay.
Um, so I'm gonna say um, in high school, I made no, I'm sorry, in undergrad, I made a series of master's paintings, but I painted all the characters that were in the paintings. I made them black, and
Mm.
my doctor's husband ended up purchasing almost all of them. I think there's about maybe 5 or 6 of them. And me and my little
Right.
20-some-year-old dumb mind, like, oh yeah, $300 is a perfect amount. And I wish I could just like travel back in time and smack the shit out of myself because I'm like, what the hell is that? But it still was encouraging to know that somebody felt that my artwork was significant enough for them to add to their collection. And actually, this particular, I think he's a doctor too. He has a very sizable collection of art. And I also remember in undergrad during one of the sculpture classes, they taught us how to weld.
Wow.
And so I was cutting sheet metal and was welding this big ornate piece that ended up selling, I think, for also about $300. And again, wish I could go back in time and smack
Right.
myself around because that is such a small amount of money.
So Lauren, let me ask you this: when you're doing a painting or creating a painting, coming up with the vision and everything, how long does it take you to from start to finish on an average? Or do you not really put no timetable on it? You just kind of let it flow, or
Okay, so most artists, it's not that romanticized view of I was so struck by this beauty and I had to put it on canvas. It's more so, okay, do I like how this looks? Can I have my creativity to turn this into something that, because I'm a professional, is going to generate sales? Because at
Right.
the end of the day, I'm a salesperson.
right?
I just happen to also be creating the sales piece. Like this piece behind me, I just finished last night. It's a collaborative project between myself and Ashkin Roy. He is a photographer here in Houston, and his studio is cat a corner to mine. And he photographs Houston ballet folks and dancers and et cetera. And so that was a collaboration. He took the photo, I painted it, switched up her dress, kind of, gave my own little twist to it.
Okay.
And a lot of the series that I've been working on recently have all been of these dancers.
Right.
Just to switch it up, because I'm known for doing my cityscapes, but continuously painting the same thing over and over and over again. Nobody likes to be super repetitive,
Right.
and so just needed a change.
Okay.
Is there
Did I
any?
answer your question?
Yeah, most definitely. Is there any particular thing that inspires you to start painting? Like, do you see something that may inspire you to may want to create a painting, or does it come from a mental vision in your head?
Um, Generally, I paint from photos, and whether it be something that I've taken or I've collaborated with a photographer on. My challenge actually is trying to do these large scale public art calls
Right.
when they're just kind of like, we want art, the end. And there's no theme or no pathway or
No
anything.
sense
They're
of
just like,
direction, right?
no, none at all. You're just
Right.
kind of like, okay, well, what do you want me to do? I'll do whatever
Right.
it is you want. Um, it's like I just got approached by one of the hospitals here, and they want me to do a piece of artwork for a donor's book that they're putting together. Thankfully, they gave me some sort of a pathway, but it's so broad.
Right.
And I understand because they want the artist to be creative, but at the same time, we're like, help me out here,
Yeah.
A little bit more on the paper, please.
Right.
Okay, so
So,
let's talk. I'm sure you have many, but what would you say was one of your favorites, and the difficulty of probably letting that one go for sale?
So during the pandemic, I had a solo show, and it was called Urban Playground, and the title piece was of Discovery Green here in Houston, and there were some kids that were playing in a splash pad, and it was in the summertime, so the trees were fully developed, and it was like a view straight towards the convention center,
Okay.
and the ground of the splash pad was made of slate. And just the way that I made the splash pad first go off into perspective, so it really looked like it was receding from your view, and the little kids that were peppered in and doing their thing in the splash pad, it was actually one of my favorite pieces. And when I took the photo, I was like, it's okay photo, but then I just like one day I said, let me try to paint this, and it came out to be one of my favorite pieces. So when it sold in Dallas at the show that you were supposed to be at, I was kind of like, okay, bye. It was like losing a friend,
Right.
So
You said supposed to be at.
I missed it.
I just wanted to make sure I heard
I
that.
missed it.
I just wanted to make sure I heard that correctly.
Unlike her, I'm still tied to a corporate entity
Okay.
that makes me do certain things.
That's very true.
Yeah, but I wish I could have been there. Go ahead.
If I can just distract just for 1 second, I got my brunch crew right now that are watching, so I just want to give them a shout out. So,
shout out to the brunch crew.
What's happening?
Yeah, those would have been the ladies that you saw them dancing,
right?
For Super Bowl.
Okay, that's what's up. Shout out to the brunch crew once again.
Everybody should have been dancing for the Super Bowl.
Well, she said she was the camera lady.
I was the camera lady. I was back there though.
Yeah.
Hey, I taught one of the littles. One of the ladies, she brought her daughter.
I saw her.
I had to teach her how to
and she was killing it on the couch. She was killing it on the couch. I was like, what does she know about this music? But she was in it.
Oh yeah, her mama taught her good, and now she's got a bunch of surrogate aunties now too. So
I love it. One of the big things that I've watched you do is you were, I guess, commissioned to do a mural. One that I know of. You may have done several in Houston, but tell me how that came about.
Well, which one? Well, I have done several.
You pick one, but I will tell you this before you tell me about whichever one you choose. I'm also a fan of this auto show that's based out of Houston called Texas Metal, and I want to say that one of your murals, or the mural that I'm thinking about, shows up in the intro of that show. So that's
really
So when you get a chance, I think it's on one of the motor channels like Motor Trend or something. Check out Texas Metal, and maybe you can confirm it for me if that's actually your mural.
Okay.
But tell me about one of yours and how it came about.
Well, so at the convention center, KHOU has a studio there, and I got contacted by one of their representatives, and they, right before they moved in there, they wanted a muraling outside, but where they wanted it at, it's glass. So we had to figure out how that we were going to make that happen. And long story short, what it was, I did 2 different oil paintings that then they took and turned into a photograph of it into vinyl. And the vinyl is actually what's on the window there.
Wow. So
that's still out there today. And I kind of think maybe that's what you're talking about.
I believe so. I the next time I watch the show, I'll take a picture and send it to you.
Okay.
Just so we can have some type of confirmation. But I thought that was big when I saw it. And that's one of my favorite, mindless shows to watch. Trez, what you got for Lauren?
Another question I was curious of. Being an artist, what would you consider is more gratifying to you? Completing some artwork or selling it off?
Selling it, absolutely. I have my artwork in a law firm here, and they have 33 of my pieces.
Wow.
My studio, we're in my home studio, and
Right.
you can see that there's still paintings that are already around here now.
Mm-hmm.
So 33 plus the ones that are in here, plus my other studio that has maybe 10 more.
Right.
So if you think about it, let's do the inventory right here. Average price for those paintings is about $1,500. So 15
Let's
times.
Sell.
Right. I need them to go.
Right.
Do you have any particular pieces that you want to sell that you just you want to keep for yourself that you wouldn't even
No. She's like, no, they
sell?
all They all got a price tag on. Gotta go, baby. Get out of here.
I mean, I've got a painting
it may
of
cost
my
a little bit
son.
more.
Right. I've got a painting of my son, and I've got another one of my son and I when he was younger.
Right.
Those obviously I wouldn't want to sell.
Right.
But like that's 2 out of how many did I just name? You know?
So with the studios, is the next move a gallery, a personal gallery, or
No.
no?
The studio is enough overhead.
Okay.
What I would like is to get more gallery representation, and not just here in Houston. I want to, that's why I've actually started to do things that are not Houston based so that they could go and they can travel. I applied for the art festival in my hometown of Columbus, Ohio, and I was rejected. They told me no for now. That's what I was told that I need to say. They told me no for now.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was a little steamed about that because my new cityscapes were of Columbus, So I'm painting these things specifically for that show, and they told me no for now. So now I'm stuck with these paintings of Houston. I mean, of Columbus.
Of Columbus.
Right.
Just like the couple ones that I did of Dallas, because coincidentally, I did this show in Dallas, painted 4 new paintings of Dallas, and none of them sold. Everything I sold was other stuff. Houston.
Yeah, well, it'll come around.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about what's on the side of you, what you're currently working on.
This is another dancer painting, and she's in progress.
Okay.
That's about all I've gotten done today. I always do the background first because it's oil and the colors will mix together and will not be very pleasant when they do.
Right.
So this has been dry for, I think I finished it in December. This I've been working on today, and it's going to take at least a couple weeks to dry. So I think you asked me
the process.
About how long it takes. It's usually about 3 to 4 months from this stage where it's just being drawn out to it's ready to be presented to the public.
Nice.
And at this point, again, I mean, we're going to share it, but shout out your social media and how people can contact you, because right here is where I'm talking to people and where I shared with people. This is not your TJ Maxx, your Ross, your Marshalls. This is that upper echelon, you know what I'm saying, artwork. This is the finest of the finest. So
not
Lauren,
Amazon.
Yeah. Lauren, share how people can contact you, and then we'll talk a little bit more.
Okay. I'm on all social media networks, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you name it, I'm on it. And it's always Lauren Luna Ltd, same handle for all of them. My website is artistaluna.com. Yeah, I think that's about it. That covers it.
Okay. So I want to jump into, we like to be funny here a little bit. And
Okay.
I know that you taught art as well, right?
Yes.
So how did you break it to that one kid that just didn't have it?
You mean currently? I still got them.
Yeah, what's that conversation like?
Well, so everybody goes through the same challenge, regardless of what level of art you're on. And you have these associations with words. And because of those picture books and where you picked up your vocabulary, you automatically have word picture association. So, for example, if I say the word apple, tell me, what did that apple look like? What just popped in your head?
Well, for me,
I saw a Fiji apple.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like Granny Smith, so I saw a green apple.
Okay.
I saw a big
Now,
Fiji apple.
typical apple would look like what?
Well, I just failed the class.
Yeah, me too.
What do you mean? What?
Okay, so like if you're looking at a picture book and
a
you
red
know
apple?
said exactly
A circle red apple?
circle red apple, right? So people automatically, like with fingers, for example, you want to draw 5 mountains. but obviously that's not what fingers look like.
Right.
And so when it comes to learning how to draw and being an artist, you have to learn how to actually see what it is that you're looking at, not the word that is associated with it.
That makes a lot of sense.
People struggle with that because the first thing you want to do is just draw the association. Because I mean, everybody can just, draw that circle red apple and say, look, I drew an apple, but that's not necessarily what an apple is going to look like. So what I have to do is I have to try to break people of that habit and in learning to actually see what it is that they're drawing.
The detail.
Yeah, exactly. The actual
small things.
So here we go. Quick art lesson. Ready?
Okay.
Okay. My hand is taking up space. You'll agree with me on that, right?
Yes.
Okay. The space that is not my hand is called negative space.
Okay.
So to draw my hand, not only do you have to pay attention to the fact of the space that my hand is taking up, but you also have to pay attention to the space my hand is not taking.
Right.
That's why you
Does that
are.
make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Or did I blow your mind?
No.
That makes
But that's why you are who you are. Because to me, the whole background will be white, and I got 5 mountains and a hill.
Right.
I mean,
4 mountains and a hill.
I probably would have made my background black or something, but yeah, it would have been much more than that. A star here.
That's right.
Yeah.
So and that's part of learning how to draw. Like right now, my class is currently working on drawing cloth, but they're not like putting a pencil onto paper. They first had to black out their entire background and they're erasing away the light areas. So the demo that I did was and it's in charcoal, so it's totally messy.
Wow.
That's dope.
That is dope.
That's super dope.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I lost you.
No,
this is the demo that I did. But you see how that's the same dress?
All black, right?
Yeah.
That's super dope.
Wow. Hey, folks, it's a lot of work that goes into this.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work that goes into this.
And it gets you pretty dirty, too.
Hey. I like it. Hey, listen, Laura, we're not going to hold you up too much longer because I see that you're working on that piece. You may want to listen to music and Anthony Hamilton. We want to thank you for your time. You've been an amazing guest. Keep doing what you're doing. Again, the message is for you as well. Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Most definitely.
Those who chose to not and take your services now, the price is higher the next time they come around because they will come back around. No, for real.
Most definitely.
They'll come back around. So keep shining.
World.
Yeah, keep shining. Never be discouraged. Your path is lit, baby girl, and I like it. I'm gonna keep watching it. Again, thank you for joining us.
You got a new follower.
Yeah, nah, for real.
Nah, for
people
real.
Join in. But again, thank you for your time. Thank you for being a guest of UnMask'd Podcast.
Most definitely.
We love you from afar.
Appreciate your presence.
Yeah, absolutely. It's great energy. And I'll get you the rest of this information so you can share it with your people that kind of missed us tonight.
Just one last time, if you could leave your information for them.
Plug your information one more time.
Okay. All social media handles is at Lauren, with the N at the end, LTD, Lauren Luna LTD. And my website is laurenluna.com or artistaluna.com. Same site, 2 different lines.
Got you. Hey, you continue to be great. We love you.
Thank you so much, Lauren, for being here.
Yeah, appreciate you.
All right.
Up though.
Hey man, that was amazing, brother.
That was more than amazing.
Yeah.
Good guest, great guest.
Yeah, we gotta keep it going, man.
Great work.
Hey,
amazing work.
The ones that come behind, that's a lot to follow.
Yes, yesterday's price is not today's price.
Yeah, so
that's fact.
Those who be asking to be guests, this is what you got to bring to the table.
It's real business.
Yeah, this is real.
Big business.
Yeah,
big business.
Yeah, we got a few more minutes, man, before we close this thing out. I know a couple things kind of hit. You hit me with something today. I kind of looked at it, but I ain't really dive into it. The Sha'Carri Richardson thing, what you thought about that?
This is the world that we live in.
It is.
You know, Sha'Carri Richardson, as everybody knows, around the summertime, she was unable to run because, she had smoked some marijuana,
Right.
which is a banned substance for Olympians. There's a 15-year-old Olympic skater. I'm not going to get her name right, so I'm not even going to try. But, she was caught with some banned substances. However, they decided to let her still perform. I think she ended up taking first place in what's it called, the short.
I don't know. I didn't.
It's something. She got first place, but they're deciding if they want to give her a medal or not. But at the end of the day, and there's a lot of outrage about it. But at the end of the day, how could Sha'Carri not even be allowed to run? And y'all just thinking about if this girl should get a medal or not. The writing's on the wall, folks.
Writing is on the wall, right? So then the next thing, because as a culture, this really ain't our Olympics.
It's not.
Right? I mean, just the Winter Games.
No, it's not our Olympics at all.
This part of the Olympics is really not our Olympics.
But the Olympics law is the Olympics law.
Yeah, but what I would challenge people, right?
It's Russia.
Is I know how hard they work to get there, but I wonder if they can just black out the Olympics and not go.
Some people
for
can't,
the Summer Games.
Some people can't do that, family, because
you're not getting paid for it, so you can.
They don't get paid to
it's
go
the endorsements
right.
that come from it, but
right. That's their
if
career.
you can set yourself up, I wouldn't even go.
Sometimes that is that's the career changer.
Yeah, but you gotta make a statement.
Yeah,
that's a hell of a statement.
It's a hell of a statement.
Remember when they did the Grammys? Was it the Grammys or it was one of them award shows?
The people that's going to the Grammys already got money.
This is true. This is true. But you got to take a stand somewhere.
Yeah.
Hey, man, listen. What episode was this?
53.
53. We did it.
Hey, we did it.
Hey, man. Lauren Luna came and showed us some of her artwork.
Once again, great Super Bowl halftime show. I just want to keep shouting that. I think that might have been the best one. That might have surpassed Michael, surpassed Prince, and Queen Beyonce.
Ooh.
That was up, bro. Everybody came with it.
They did.
Mary J. 50.
They did.
Eminem.
They did. Hey, listen, man. People gotta stop killing 50 for that weight gain. Listen, man.
If 20 plus years later,
damn that. I mean, again, the dude,
$100 million more in your pocket.
He's not a rapper anymore, guys.
He's a movie star.
Not even that. He's a creator.
Yeah, he's
of shows. Yeah. He got how many shows on Stars?
Right,
and one on ABC.
That's the only reason Stars is running right now.
Man, listen, man. And I was about to cancel my subscription till Tommy came. You know what I'm saying? Shit is lit. Hey, man, that's all I got for today. What else you got?
Hey, man, let's just keep going. Let's keep going. I love it.
Hey, man, UnMask'd Podcast, episode 53. I'm P.
Trez the Barbarian.
Spins.
We love you, boy. Come back soon. Take care. You know, we always praying for you.
Hey, we see y'all next week. We out.
Blessings.
Life. For every little black child, this is life. Life. For every single parent, this is life. Life. For every brother behind bars, this is life. Hold your head.